The morning took a deadly turn when two men burst in, their smiles wrong, eyes scanning for prey. Chi-Chi saw the glint of steel and reacted, throwing scalding coffee and shielding Shun Kim with her body. The sound of the gunshot still echoed when darkness claimed her. Before we dive into this story, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. This one is going to shake you. Smash that subscribe button because you do not want to miss what happens next. The hiss of the coffee machine was a familiar monster in the pre-dawn chill of the diner. Chi-Chi, a 26-year-old African woman, worked tirelessly, her starched white uniform and cheap red vest a stark contrast to her vibrant spirit. She was invisible, a ghost haunting the edges of the diner's bustling chaos, until he walked in. Shun Kim, a 34-year-old Korean man with eyes that held ancient secrets, commanded attention. His tailored suit and sharp features seemed out of place in the diner's cracked vinyl and watery ketchup landscape. Chi-Chi felt his gaze, a physical weight, as she took his order. Black coffee, nothing else. The morning took a deadly turn when two men burst in, their smiles wrong, eyes scanning for prey. Chi-Chi saw the glint of steel and reacted, throwing scalding coffee and shielding Shun Kim with her body. The sound of the gunshot still echoed when darkness claimed her. Chi-Chi awoke in a luxurious, silent room, Shun Kim's stormy face inches from hers. "He is safe," he said, his voice calm, reassuring. "With people I trust." The words hung heavy, implying a debt she couldn't escape. Shun Kim's dark eyes searched hers, his voice low, deliberate. "You took a bullet for me. That creates a debt. I do not leave my debts unpaid." Chi-Chi's heart raced. She wasn't a hero, just a single mother with bills and a son to raise. "I don't want anything," she whispered, the lie bitter on her tongue. Shun Kim's gaze lingered, his face a mask of conflicting emotions. "It's no longer about what you want," he replied, his voice final. Chi-Chi's old life, one of invisibility and quiet desperation, was over. She'd stepped into a world of shadows and violence, bound to a man who'd claim her as his own. As she recovered, Shun Kim's presence loomed, his eyes burning with an intensity that left her breathless. Chi-Chi realized she traded one prison for another, the gilded cage of Shun Kim's obsession. Chi-Chi's recovery was a slow, surreal journey. Shun Kim's people moved with precision, ensuring her every need was met. The luxurious penthouse, a far cry from her cramped apartment, felt suffocating. She was a bird with clipped wings, trapped. Shun Kim visited daily, his presence a mix of comfort and unease. He spoke little, letting his eyes do the talking. Chi-Chi felt stripped bare, her soul laid open. One evening, Shun Kim found her staring out the window, tears streaming down her face. "Leo," she whispered, her son's name a prayer. Shun Kim's hands, usually so steady, trembled as he turned her to face him. "Tell me about him," he rasped, his voice raw. Chi-Chi's words spilled out, a mother's love pouring forth. Shun Kim listened, his eyes burning with an intensity that left her breathless. As days blurred, Chi-Chi noticed subtle shifts. Shun Kim's mask slipped, revealing glimpses of a soul. He'd laugh, a low rumble, when Leo's antics were shared. His eyes softened when Chi-Chi smiled. One night, Shun Kim's control snapped. He pinned her to the bed, his lips crashing down, a fierce, claiming kiss. Chi-Chi's world tilted, she'd never been wanted like this. The kiss left them both gasping, Shun Kim's eyes wild, feral. "Mine," he growled, his voice barely human. Chi-Chi's heart pounded, she'd lost control, surrendering to the shadows. As the days turned into weeks, Chi-Chi found herself craving Shun Kim's presence. His darkness, once terrifying, now intrigued her. She began to explore the penthouse, uncovering secrets and strengths she never knew she had. Shun Kim watched, his obsession burning brighter. He'd saved her life, now he'd claim her heart. The question was, would she fight or surrender? Chi-Chi's exploration of the penthouse led her to a hidden garden, a lush oasis amidst the city's concrete. Shun Kim found her there, lost in thought, surrounded by blooming flowers. "You're healing," he said, his voice low, as he handed her a cup of tea. Chi-Chi's fingers brushed against his, sending sparks flying. The air thickened, heavy with unspoken tension. "I'm trying," she whispered, her eyes locked on his. Shun Kim's gaze darkened, his jaw clenched. He took the cup, setting it aside, and pulled her into his arms. Their lips met, a gentle, exploratory kiss. Chi-Chi's heart soared, she'd never felt this way. Shun Kim's touch ignited a fire within, a flame that threatened to consume her. As the days turned into weeks, their bond grew. Shun Kim opened up, sharing his past, his demons. Chi-Chi listened, her heart aching for the boy he'd once been. One night, Shun Kim took her to the rooftop, the city lights twinkling below. He got on one knee, a diamond ring in his hand. "Chi-Chi, from the moment I met you, I knew you'd be mine. Will you marry me?" His voice trembled, a vulnerability she'd never seen. Tears streamed down Chi-Chi's face as she nodded. Shun Kim slid the ring onto her finger, sealing their fate. The city's noise faded, leaving only the beat of their hearts. Their wedding was a whirlwind, Shun Kim's world colliding with Chi-Chi's. Leo, now a mini girl, stole the show, Shun Kim beaming with pride. As they danced, Shun Kim whispered, "You've saved me, Chi-Chi. You've given me a reason to breathe." Chi-Chi smiled, her heart full. "I love you, Shun Kim." The music faded, leaving only the sound of their hearts